for in the nonprofit sector. So basically, at the age of 25, I started my nonprofit. I went through all the hurdles of, creating a board and actually having a governing board. Now, when you have an actual board or a governing board, that's the heartbeat of the organization. And with the heartbeat of the organization, you have to be in unison with one another and also have the vision or correlate with the vision of the originator or the CEO or director of the organization. So one of the things that you want to measure, especially being a woman on the board, is drive and determination, discipline, and the dream of the originator or the director or founder of the organization. So how do you measure drive? Well, you can measure drive by actually seeing what the output of everyone is doing within that organization. So you have to measure your output by doing surveys, you can do different things to measure your outcomes, collecting data, seeing what impact you are making in the community, and seeing the services and programs that you provide for that organization. And your drive is derived from within. So each and every person that's on a governing board must have that drive within in order for that organization to sustain or even have any type of impact in the community in which they live or communities around the world. Now, another thing that women on a board should have is determination. You must be determined to see this vision come to pass. In order to be determined, you have to have something bigger than you. It has to be a bigger reason as to why are you on this board. Are you on the board just for perks or to get recognition or to, get this on your resume or on your portfolio? Or are you on this board to really serve and provide a service to the community in which you live in? So as a board member, especially a woman board member, you must have drive and determination, and that all comes from within. The next thing you have to have is discipline. You have to be disciplined enough to make sure that you reach certain guidelines and deadlines and regulation. You want to make sure that your policies and procedures also met or connect with that policy and procedure of that state, federal, or local government, or any type of regulations or guidelines within your own country or within your own communities. So you want to make sure you are in alignment with those policies and procedures because, like I stated earlier, your board is the heartbeat of that whole entire organization. So if you're a board member or if you're on that board, if anything goes astray, if anything goes wrong, then guess what? That board demolishes or can perish the whole organization as a whole. So you want to make sure that as you are serving on a board, or if you are on a board currently, that you have the necessary traits that I talked about earlier, which is drive, determination, and discipline. The last thing I want to talk about is having that dream. You must have a dream that is correlated to that founder, visionary, or the CEO of that organization. So when you look at the impact that you can make within a serving on the board, it has to correlate with the founder, originator, or the director or CEO of that organization or company. So once you have those things in place, then you know that, hey, I am a good fit for this board, or I know that I can have these outcomes and create this impact in this community because I have these traits, because I have these services, because I have this determination, I have this drive, I have the skill set and the expertise from my experiences to add value to this organization. So those are some of the things that you can look at to see, hey, yeah, I have a good fit for this organization. Yes, I should serve on this board. Or no, this board is not a good fit for my personality or for my goals, my visions, and what I see myself doing in the next couple of years or even long term with what you may want to do in the community in which you live in. So I hope that you guys got a feel of what it takes to be on a board, how you can measure certain outcomes. The first thing that you would do is look within yourself and see, hey, am I a good fit to be on this board? And if you are, then you know, hey, you can make an impact in the world in which you live in. Thank you guys. Wait, before I end, is any one of you on the board? Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Niharika Gautam and I work in fashion industry. I would give you my introduction related to the topic. I am on the board of one non-profit organization, LCP in Ireland and GARI in Sri Lanka, Colombo. So, I'm also consulting for United Nations SDG in fashion for SDG 12, 8 and 5. I'm also happy to share that we are now an official partner of Lean-In-All, that is non-profit organization by Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg, and I'll make another announcement by the end of this presentation. So at All Ladies League Delhi Chapter Fashion, we have collaborated for gender equality and women in leadership and gender pay gap. So I think the speaker who was before me, she has spoken lovely, all the good things and how to measure the impact. But let me talk about accelerating the impact. And for accelerating, we need to see that what's the state of women at work right now. So this is the data and everything has been compiled by Lean-In. So I'm going to share a few data with you. In 2018, we have made many good steps and we have taken steps forward. Nearly 4,000 women ran in federal and statewide races. Women won 1 or 2 House seats, 14 Senate seats, and 9 governorships in US. Their diversity is record-breaking too. Now the 2020 presidential race is on. And around the world, policymakers are stepping up. Illinois has finally ratified the Equal Rights Amendment, and California became the first state to require that women serve on boards. Iceland showed up leadership closing the gender pay gap. As we know, that was a big step of 2018, and more nations are to follow their footsteps. El Salvador passed a law to protect women from violence at work, and this one is my favorite. Now you would be thinking that, the topic is about women on boards, so why am I not focusing on just women on board? But the thing is that let's not focus on just one thing. The more women get on board, it will amplify the impact in the state of women on work, as well as their personal lives. So, if you talk about measuring the impact, I believe that a true measurement would be the state of women in their life, professional and personal. So this is the personal sort of thing that this is one of my favorites as well, the impact of women on boards, that Saudi Arabia made it legal for women to travel, which is a big, big, big step. And again, good news for us, because Ireland overturned an amendment banning abortion, since I'm on the board of LCP. So this was one of the measurements of women on boards on our agenda. And 20 corporations improved paid leave for hourly workers. Adobe achieved equal pay globally. And P&G pledged equal representation behind the camera. So this is one of the behind the scenes, which is not there on the official records. And USA women's hockey team won a major pay increase. Since I'm from the fashion industry, I want to ask you one thing. Breakfast at Tiffany's. When you look at this pic, what comes to your mind? Fashion, right? Fashion, glamour, which is obviously related to women, right? But my heart was broken, deeply broken. I was really happy last year, like we all were, when we got to know that Tiffany's, they opened up their first cafe for women to channel their in-ray Audrey Hepburn. Enough Audrey Hepburn, right? All the women across the globe were happy that finally we'll be able to pose like Audrey Hepburn and be able to channel that poster. But the reality of things is that on the same globe, Tiffany came under fire for lack of diversity on its executive board. When you think about Tiffany, right? Breakfast at Tiffany, women, it's related to women. And this women, female character-oriented movie made them a global company, right? But still, 2018, this was years ago. And 2018, this is the ground reality. We didn't have enough women executives on their board. I was reading an article this year on Fast Company that what are the excuses that especially men give to the journalists that why we don't have, our company doesn't have enough women on board. And these two are really, really hilarious. All the good women have already been snapped up. Like they say, oh, all the good men are already taken, right? And this one, I just can't appoint a woman because I want to. So these are the excuses this male-dominated industry, I would say, board give. Now, we know the impact, but if we want to achieve, and we are Sheryl Sandberg's official partner, and we are also accelerating her campaign 50-50, like Balance for Better 50-50 by 2030, right? So if we want to achieve that by 2030, it's a long way to go, but we need to accelerate the impact of women on board. Not just measure, but we need to accelerate and amplify. We really need to amplify. So how do we do it? We need to fight gender bias and support gender equality. I'm going to share a 4-step formula, which anyone, just about anyone, we as citizens of any country, can adopt. Step 1 is embrace ambition. You know, ambition is known as a negative trait for women historically. And if you were there in my plenary session yesterday, all the female powerful female characters in movies which are portrayed as negative characters, you would find that they are all ambitious. So if a woman is ambitious, she would be portrayed negatively. So we as women need to embrace ambition. I'll also like to share one funny story. When I got on board 2 years back on these two organizations, guess what? My former classmates and former colleagues, male colleagues, commented that, oh, she got lucky. That's how they attributed their success to. And other half said, oh, she is so ambitious, like in a negative way. So we need to. So when a man succeeds, he is driven, right? When a woman succeeds, I'm sorry to say, but she is named as the bitch. Step 2 would be, we need to be aware of gender bias, especially at work. So I'm going to share, those who are interested, I'm going to share the downloadable link so that you can all download. This is a downloadable handout. You'll be aware of the kind of biases that are going in our houses and as well as in the workplace. As Sheryl Sandberg says, that we cannot change what we are not aware of, and once we are aware, we cannot help but change. So if we want to fight gender bias, we must be aware of the kind of biases. Oftentimes I've seen that people, especially men, they are not aware that they are supporting gender bias. Awareness is a must. And we also have 50 ways of fighting biases. This is a downloadable handout. So I would recommend everyone just download it. And if I would just ask you all to take one action, just one action today or maybe tomorrow whenever you get time. Just download it and see that in 2019, if you can commit to just one action to fight against gender bias, what would that be? Just commit to one action, because if all of us will commit to one action, it will lead to a greater impact. Step 3 is I am also associated with Forte Foundation, and we are supporting their initiative Men as Allies. So you know that we talk about women empowerment, but the major pillar of this empowerment is having men as allies with us. So if you know of any powerful man, any man who is working for women empowerment or can act as a male as ally, just let us know. We would love to have them on board. Step 4 is, again, how will you balance for better? We need to balance 50-50 for better. But together, we can do it. I was called on this International Women's Day by National Women's Day website itself, and they wanted me to talk on this topic, balance for better and women on boards, because only 21% of S&P 500 board members are women. So we also ran a campaign this International Women's Day about this more women leading and balance for better. So it's an ongoing campaign. When I talk about, when I tell people that I'm associated with so and so things, and they're like, oh, International Women's Day, wasn't it in March? It's gone already, babe. Let's work on next year then. I'll see you next year. We'll talk next year. But no, this International Women's Day Balance for Better campaign and more women leading, it's an ongoing campaign. It's not just one day thing. It goes the whole day, whole year, and we'll be supporting it, accelerating it the whole year. So you all are invited to join us. And those who want to associate it with LinkedIn as well as International Women's Day, this is the downloadable sheet which you can use. If you are here today, later in the evening, I invite you to the launch of Lean Goddesses. As an official partner of Lean, we are launching Lean Goddesses today at Women Economic Forum, 6 o'clock, around 6 o'clock. And you all are invited. We will be doing an activity which is going to be very, very useful. We'll be learning about gender judo and power pose. So you are invited. As my favorite woman, Meghan Markle, says that women need a seat at a table. They need an invitation to be seated there, and in some cases where this is not available, they need to create their own table. Thank you so much.